Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Walters here with BigFanboy.com and Texas Frightmare Weekend, and we're here with the man of the hour, Mr. Lucky McKee. We're here for The Woman. Now, this was a film that had its big premiere at Sundance, and of course, there was a little bit of controversy that came out of that, and I wanted to ask you right away, how cool is it that you have that kind of controversy to kind of at least help get the word out on this film? Because, I mean, to me, controversy is a great thing, especially when it comes to a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that it's not only getting an emotional reaction from people, it's getting a physical reaction, which is amazing that you can do that with pictures and sounds. And yeah, I mean, that guy hating my movie actually turned out to be the best advertiser. You know, he kind of worked against himself a little bit and did a lot of great advertising for us. So
yeah, I've never wanted to see a movie more.
Oh, great! I hope you enjoy it.
Now, how are things going as far as the movie? I mean, you've taken it a couple different places. What has the reaction been like so far outside of those guys? What has the reaction been like from some of the audiences that have had a chance to see it?
Shock, dismay, but, you know, a lot of love, you know. Like, you know, I had one kid raised his hand at the end of his screening, and I pointed to him, you know, like, okay, what's your question? He said, what the can I curse?
Sure, this is Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Okay, well, shit. He said, what the fuck did I just see? I said, my movie? He's like, yeah, but what the fuck was that? I've never seen anything like that. It was really cool, you know. So it gets a good emotional and physical reaction from people, and that's just neat when you're able to do that, you know. So.
Talk about finding these people. I mean, obviously we know that, you know, the story behind Shyla and how you found her at Texas Frightmare Weekend, but putting this cast together and getting these people together, it seems like a really nice mix of people. I mean, what was the process of putting all of that together, and how important to you personally as a director is it to find the right cast for the project?
Oh, it's everything, you know. I mean, you cast the right actor, they do 90% of your work for you, you know, because you pick somebody that has good instincts and understands what you're getting at, and keeps it as real as possible, you know. And this film kind of, we had a good casting director, good local casting director, but also a lot of it was, I worked with Angela on several films before, so I brought her on this, and then she introduced me to Sean Bridgers. And I know Angela has impeccable taste in actors, especially people that she's going to have to work with. We found Shyla here at the convention. It just kind of pieces itself together, and you just go with what feels right, you know?
Yeah. All right, so what's up next for you after this? You've proven yourself as a great horror director with several different projects. Is there anything that you want to do maybe outside of the realm of horror, or what are some of the projects that you want to try to get to next?
I can't really say what they are yet, but yeah, I mean, I've got some definitely. I've been doing horror for about 10 years, but at the same, you know, I don't want to abandon it because it's been so good to me. But yeah, there's definitely other genres. There's romantic comedies that I want to do, action movies, but all just with my kind of quirk, you know, just my kind of style. So
maybe like a horror comedy.
Maybe, you know, I mean, my Masters of Horror episode was pretty much a romantic comedy until it kind of all goes bad at the end, you know. And I use elements from a lot of different genres in my films, you know, so we'll just have to see what happens, you know. I'm just kind of waiting to piece things together right now. So.
And last but not least, what's your favorite part of Texas Frightmare Weekend? What is it about this event that really speaks to you and makes you want to come out here and just join these people? Is it the Southern hospitality? Is there one thing, or is it just a number of things?
My favorite thing is to be sitting at a table and have somebody come up to me and say something like, I watched your stuff and now I want to make movies, or you know, you touched me or you inspired me, and being able to have direct contact with your fans and with your fans or people that watch your stuff, whether they're fans or not, and shake their hand and look them in the eye and talk to them for a minute and have a conversation with them. I mean, it's cool for them and it's cool for me.
Okay, lastly, where can people find out more about The Woman? Online, like?
thewomanmovie.com.
There we go.
And they can follow me on Twitter or Facebook. I'm always posting. Anytime there's any movement at all, I let everybody know. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Lucky McKee is the man. We're at Texas Frightmare Weekend. Come meet him, say hello. He's a nice guy. Thanks. Okay, I'm here with Shyla Mulhausen, who is in The Woman, and we're here at the premiere of The Woman here tonight in Dallas, Texas. Well, we're in Louisville, Texas, but still, it's close enough. And you're here at Texas Frightmare Weekend. Are you excited to be here right now? You seem like you might be a little bit nervous.
I'm happy.
What's that?
I'm happy.
You're happy. I love your dress. It's very, very pretty. Where did you get it?
They actually bought it.
They got it for you. Okay. Did I hear it's your birthday today?
Yeah.
Really? How old are you?
6.
I know it's not polite for me to ask a lady how old she is, but for 6, you seem like you've got a lot of cool things going on for you right now.
Yeah.
Was it exciting to be here for a premiere of your movie?
Yes.
Yeah. And what's the coolest thing about working with Lucky, the director?
it's fun to like work with him.
Yeah. And are you gonna be all around Texas Frightmare Weekend this weekend, like with your with the booth? Like, is there gonna be a booth for your again this year?
I don't know.
Don't know?
No.
Okay. You want to do more movies?
Yes.
Very, very cool. You know, your dress matches the carpet.
Yeah.
You planned that, didn't you?
No.
Oh, yeah, you did. Well, you're absolutely beautiful, and thank you so much for talking to us. We're glad you're here at Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Thank you.
You want to say anything to all the people that are watching at home? Say hi?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Shyla Maholson on her first film. It was an interesting story because this is actually, as you know, the place where she was discovered by Lucky McKee's father, Mike McKee. And so to see somebody who came from this, literally this theater and turn into, or this convention, an event, and turn into a movie actress overnight, I mean, you know.
Let me do a proper intro here. This is Andrew Van Den Houten. Van Den Houten, I'm sorry. Andrew Van Den Houten. I screwed it up already. See,
shit happens, dude. You can call me Vanderdale.
I scared Shyla, and now it's like all downhill from here. So no, but Andrew is actually in The Woman as well, and this is a really cool night.
Well, I'm not in it. I produced it.
I'm sorry, you produced it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. See, I cannot.
It gets better. It gets better. A few drinks.
We're gonna start over, actually. All right. I'm here with Andrew Van Den Houten. Did I get it right?
Yeah. Okay. Van Den Houten. There we go.
And Andrew is one of the producers on The Woman. We're here, Texas Frightmare Weekend. This is the big premiere. Yep. Now, this is. Would you say this is like is this the most exciting thing outside of maybe Sundance so far for this film?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think this film is. We're being very selective as to where we show this movie. And I think because this film was so closely related to this festival in terms of Shyla and Lucky being here in the past, it just was a perfect fit for us to come down. So, yeah.
And please tell everybody at home that I didn't actually scare Shyla, that she's just nervous in general. Like, I didn't do anything in particular.
I can't vouch for that, but I definitely, because you are a scary guy.
I am a scary guy.
But I think Shyla's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay.
How did it go in there tonight? Tell everybody, I mean, what was the reaction with the audience?
For Offspring, or The Woman hasn't screened yet?
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you guys screened The Woman earlier. Okay, good. So it's actually screening after we talk. Okay, so now... what has the reaction been like? I mean, I was talking to Lucky about this just a second ago, the reaction in terms of like where you guys have shown it, outside of course, the controversial side of things. Sure. How have people been reacting to it?
You know, I mean, it's a very evocative film. I think people have been responding incredibly strongly to the movie. And I think ultimately the film is finding an amazingly large audience, and the word of mouth has just been so great on this picture. You know, Lucky brings a certain level of artistic integrity to every film he makes, and to actually get to produce with him has been a real honor. You know, this is my 8th of 9th. This is the 7th feature I produced, and now we're doing our 9th. And of all the films I've done, it's been a real pleasure. He put me back into a little quick training and film school plan, which was like, look, it really is about the auteur side of things. But I had to have a backbone and do what I do best. But I think we really were able to dance through the production and find a way to respect each other's departments. You know, if you're honest with people up front, you tell them what the resources are, then 90% of the time, there's always a 10% margin of error, things should go really well. Yeah. You know, so we were very lucky to get to do this film. Very lucky.
And tell people what's up next. With Lucky. What's coming up next for you?
Well, we're shooting Brian Keene's School right now, and Gregory Wilson, who directed Jack Ketchum's The Girl Next Door, is in the process right now of directing them. Today was the 3rd day of shooting, so today we actually had a crime scene investigation go on in the film, and it's been quite the experience. I mean, Greg is a great director as well, and you know, to be able to go and take Brian Keene's novel Ghoul and actually adapt it for the film world is just it's I couldn't be more honored. Like, I feel like having done all the work with Ketchum over the years has prepared me to get into working with Brian Keene as well. So we're excited. We're really excited.
Does it seem like horror movies in a lot of ways, I mean, I don't think they ever truly go away, but does it seem like the good quality horror movies are starting to make a bit of a comeback now? Because I think we're seeing some really inventive ideas.
Yeah, I mean, look, films like Human Centipede coming out now. People are definitely doing things that are a little more daring. Not that they haven't been before, but they're finding new original ways to really attack the genre. I think what I love about this particular movie was that in the script and the book, you could read the various layers to the story. There are multiple stories going on and things going on within this one world. So to actually be part of a film that you know from the start has integrity from its source material it just, yeah, I mean, it takes good material to make a good movie. You can have the best actors, you can have the biggest effects, most blood and gore on the face of the planet, but if you don't have a good original idea with a director who has an original thought of how he's going to let it unfold and actually mold it, then you have nothing. Yeah. You know, you've got another straight-to-DVD movie, or you've got another $100 million movie that disappears in in 6 months after it comes out. So.
Very, very cool, man. Well, we appreciate you bringing it to Texas Frightmare Weekend. Andrew, thanks so much, man.
Hey. I got to shout out to all my peeps working on Brian Keene's school. Stay cool. And all the fans out there waiting for The Woman to come out, we should have some news really soon about the distribution. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Right.
Good to meet you. Yeah. I'm here with Sean Bridgers and Carly Baker from the movie The Woman. And you guys bringing this thing to Texas Frightmare Weekend, this is really cool. We really appreciate you guys coming out here and doing this and being a part of this whole thing and having, a nice little premiere and red carpet here. It seems like Texas is getting a lot of really great films brought to show everybody. And is it exciting to be here? What are your thoughts right now being here at Texas Frightmare Weekend?
Well,
actually, what are your thoughts kicking off Texas Frightmare Weekend? Because you're officially the first event here.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I didn't know what to expect, but this is great. It's really exciting. So I'm looking forward to seeing the movie again and exposing it to more people.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. This is, from what I hear, this is the convention to go to if you're going to go to one. And I've only been to a couple of much smaller horror conventions before, so this is really, really fun. And I'm happy to be invited and happy to be here and see the movie again. And
this is my
really
first.
Cool.
This is your very first horror convention.
My first horror convention. So I'm really looking.
What's scaring you the most, besides me?
Besides you?
No, I scared Shiloh. That's
no. Nothing really. I'm open to it. It's like this is really cool, and this is one of the first horror films I've been in. So this is all new to me. So I think it's fun.
Talk about working with Lucky McKee, because this seems like a guy that has a really unique vision. He knows how to tell some really interesting stories, and obviously with this movie, he's already getting people's attention, and I guess creating some what I call good controversy. I think with any movie there's no such thing as bad controversy, but he's getting people's attention with this film. What's he like working with as a director?
He's an asshole.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. It's on the record now. So.
It was great. Lucky's one of my favorite directors ever. Yeah. He's because he's you have some directors they have a good eye, or they're a good writer, but they don't know how to deal with actors. It's sort of like anything. There's certain components that a director needs, and he's got all of them. Like if he was a baseball player, they would say he's a 5-tool guy. He can hit, he can run, he can throw, you know what I mean? And Lucky can kind of do everything.
Yeah, and I think Lucky's best quality as a director is that he has a lot of empathy. He's very in tune with the people that he works with, and he understands what everybody's going through and wants to make the process as painless as possible, but also knows exactly how to manipulate his actors and his crew to get the best product out of the resources that he's given.
So would you say there's like experimentation on the set? Do you guys get a chance to kind of try different things?
Yes.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. Lucky's really smart about casting in that he casts actors that he trusts, and so if we want to go somewhere and we say, let me try this thing, he's always really open to saying, okay, let's give it a shot and see how it goes.
He's very open to it, and but he's always got a plan. But sometimes you run into things that, we're all there to sort of make the scenes work. His job is to make the movie work, but moment to moment as an actor, all my job is to make each specific moment of that scene work, and then at the end of the day, however many scenes we shot that day, that was my job that day. You know what I mean? It's his job to have the big picture. So some directors always have that big picture, but they have trouble sort of relating to the actor in the moment to moment. Lucky can do both.
Okay, tell us real quickly, because I think they're about to pull you away from me. What is up next for both of you?
I'm producing a movie called Arkansas Traveler that I'm co-directing with my partner Fish Scott, and
this guy's name is Fish. I want to meet him.
His name is Michael Fish Scott. He's
a CG. Fish is like a nickname.
Yeah, Fish is his nickname, but he's Fish, and so we're getting that. We're producing that, so we're raising the money for it right now, and then I do whatever acting comes up, and I'm living in Toronto with my wife and 3 kids and loving life. How about you?
I shot an episode of a new series for Cinemax called Femme Fatales that The series premieres on the 13th of May, and my episode is on the 27th. And it's a really cool new anthology series about super badass chicks that kill and screw their way through everything they can. So, yeah, so that was really fun, and that's my next thing on the horizon.
Very, very cool. All right, well, Carly and Sean, thank you so much for talking to us from The Woman, and thanks for coming to Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Man, our pleasure.
Really appreciate you coming
Thanks
out.
for
Very
having
nice to
me.
meet you. Very nice to meet you.